Get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Hello, hello. Welcome back everyone to another video of Fresh Cutslim. And today we're looking at I Hope My Children Are Ugly by Degenerosity. Wild title, wild title. But with that being said, the original link's in the description. Without any further ado, let's begin.
When you're young, you don't tend to think about looks too much. When you're just a kid, you would just drink your Pediasure, eat boogers, and have a mental breakdown when you're
Yeah, the living the life.
fighting Cynthia. Oh my god. But when getting older, you start to really care about how you look, because looking good is the gateway to you getting a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a sugar daddy. But when you get even
What about a sugar mommy, huh? Come on.
older, you realize that looks don't matter. That's right. Good looks is just a quote-unquote norm that society, aka Netflix teen romantic comedies, that like to shove down your throat as the #1 most important thing in a relationship. However,
Oh, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. But if you're in a relationship with someone that you don't find attractive or don't have any like physical interest in, it's kind of hard to have a physical relationship with them. In a relationship, there should be some attraction between the individuals, I would say. It's not the main thing, but there should be some. Otherwise, like, you're gonna be taking blue pills every night.
it's not. Nah. It's all about personality. Ugly people. That's right, ugly people. That's the thing that matters most. Not really in relationships, but in life in general. And I'm saying this as a positive thing. I believe ugliness is a blessing in this day and age, a virtue so amazing that if you were born quote-unquote ugly, you shouldn't pay for plastic surgery to make yourself look better. You should appreciate your ugliness.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, one thing, you know, if you are quote-unquote ugly, according to society standards, you will definitely see people for how they really are, I think. Because if you are more attractive, I think people are more likely to treat you in a different light. However, at the same time, people also only ever react and behave the way you expect them to. If you're going into a situation feeling like someone's going to treat you negatively, they're most likely going to do that.
Because only bad things transpire when you're good looking. For that reason, I hope my children are ugly, both son and daughter. Because if they are, they will be the best people you will ever meet, morally and financially. Financially, because success off of good looks only can take you so far in the hierarchy, while being ugly takes you to the finish line. Think about it. You see all these good-looking TikTokers blow up.
Actually, now that you mention it, a lot of billionaires are freaking really ugly. Like, let's think of it here. Let's say a lot of billionaires do not look so good. Maybe there's some truth to this.
Really quickly with some success. But who are the most successful people in the world? That's right, ugly people. Jeff Bezos.
I mean, ever since he became rich, he did kind of buff, but he's definitely not like a Tom Hanks.
Literally looks like a testicle. Richest man in the world. Kim Jong-un. Man has 2 chins. Leader of the K-pop people. Mark Zuckerberg. Man doesn't even look human. Billionaire. Ugly people are always the most successful in life because they never focus on getting validation on their looks. Rather, they're focused on getting that paper.
I mean, you could have both. You could be attractive and also not really focus on getting validation. And, you know, if you are quote-unquote ugly, you could still do your best and bump your way up to at least mid, right? If you're a two, oh my gosh, a 2 in society standards, you can get in shape, you can lose weight, you can get your hair cut, you can wear a nice shirt, and you'll bump yourself up to like a 5 or something, right? Like, you could do things, you could wear nice cologne, you could do things to improve how people perceive you. Now, that's obviously not all that matters. And you could also, and I think it's definitely recommended, to work on yourself. Like, you can make yourself look better physically, but it's all at the same time, you should be working on your career and your, say, business or whatever, right? Because that is also a way to improve how people perceive you. Not that that is really the only thing that matters, once again. But if you just give up, then you are where you are. But there are things you can do to improve where you are if you so choose.
Who in the top 100 billionaires list is considered sexy? That's right, Alice Walton. Other than her, there's nobody. If
Is that the Walmart girl?
you were born ugly, you were born to succeed. Like, look at this ugly ass baby. You know
Bro looks like he just got a mortgage.
they're gonna grow up to be a chess master. And I want my children to be just like that. And honestly, if they're coming from me, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be ugly anyway. Like, look who their father is. Tragic. If my children are ugly, they are bound to be great and have strong personalities, since they would have to go through trials and tribulation because of their face, especially in elementary and middle school.
I mean, I guess there is some kind of truth to that, you know? People who are, so let's say, overweight normally end up developing a bubbly personality, as I don't know whether it's a coping mechanism or whatever, but I've often found that I have befriend people who are larger because their personality is just a lot nicer to be around than people who are, say, more in shape. Not that I have anything against being in shape. Like, I work out, I love it, but I've just found that I gravitate towards more personality than looks for, like, my friend group.
Because, let's be honest, kids are assholes. They have no filter. When they see a person in a wheelchair for the first time in public, they're gonna start to point at him and yell,
I know that. Why don't you got no legs? Go gadget. Feet.
Look, Mom, look, you see that? Nigga in a wheelchair. Kids are unnecessarily ruthless to people for no reason.
Very true.
And that's exactly what my children need to become strong people. They don't need kids like that as friends. All they need is me and my ex-wife, which is their mom. She got this. And I don't want my kids to be super ugly, though. Like, so ugly that whenever they go outside, they disturb the peace. No.
So you want, like, average?
Oh, that would defeat the whole purpose. I still want them to get jobs and socialize, just ugly enough that they will never be a potential dating option to anybody.
So, wait, you want them to never marry or be in a relationship? I don't know if that's healthy.
This goes back to what I said earlier. Bad things only happen when you're good looking, whether you're a girl or a boy. If my daughter comes out good looking, she's gonna be a hoe, no doubt about it. She's gonna have 1,000,000 bodies by the time she out of high school, and she's gonna be.
Although I would like to disagree. I mean, I guess it really depends on how you raise them, right?
On social media, knowing she pretty, seeing all these girls make bank off of OnlyFans, then she makes one herself. And we all know the worst thing your daughter can do is make an OnlyFans.
I would, if I was a parent, I don't even want to think about how I would react to that. You know, if you want to start your own business, I'll 100% support you. But if your business is like, how are you gonna friggin' have a tax write-off and you're writing off dildos? I don't get it. The IRS does like a an audit, and then they're just all these receipts. Okay, all right, we're moving on. I'm not talking about this weird subject anymore.
Ignore this video, please. Ignore it. It's not canon. Please ignore it. Please. According to this scientific, numerical, analytics that I made up, when born an attractive female, the chances of you being a thought go from 0 to 120%. It broke the charts. And the title of this study I made up is called Dumb Assumptions.
I would say there's probably a correlation. Not that is causation, but if you are extremely attractive, I'd say there's a higher chance. Well, you're going to have more people hitting on you, and that is going to provide more of an opportunity for you to sleep around if that's what you choose, right? So, I mean, that's definitely a correlation, I would say, whether, you know, if that's your business or not, but I think the math speaks for itself.
But I'd like to personally call this study Undiscovered Facts. And even if she doesn't end up being a hoe if she's pretty, there's still a lot of dangers my daughter would run into. Because men are weirdos. You see?
This is very true as well. Men be a little bit horny and a little bit weird.
What men be doing nowadays? Barking under comment sections, recording down bad TikToks, making videos about...
Well, what the frig was that? What is this?
Making videos about this? Man, boys be weird. I can't trust my daughter with these boys nowadays. Like, men, imagine if your future daughter started dating a boy that has your current personality right now. Yeah. Hell no! If my daughter started dating a guy like me,
she might as well just date me.
I'd have to beat him up for her own good. A boy like me should never date my daughter. Wait, that sentence sounded weirdly Alabama. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want my daughter to date no boy that reminds me of myself. Cause I already know how weird and bad I am. So my daughter needs nothing like that.
Well, doesn't that mean you should self-reflect on your personality and yourself as a person so you can end up being a better role model and father to your future kids?
No.
Fuck you, I ain't trying to hear that. Instead of doing that, I made a backup plan in case my daughter comes out not ugly. The plan being, name her a boy name. And I'm talking about a boy name.
That's my daughter, Clarence. That's my daughter, Roberta.
Like Randy or Bartholomew or Humphrey. Like nobody's gonna mess with her cause of her name alone. Like no dude is gonna go up to their homie like, hey man, I'm texting this new shawty, she mad fine. Oh, word? What's her name?
Jim.
Hey man, she so bad, man. Her name Humphrey. Humphrey? Nigga, is you texting old man Jenkins? That's why my backup plan will work. But it's best if my daughter was just ugly. She'll have no distractions in her way so she can be a future CEO. And it's not like I don't want my daughter to socialize.
Like, although I don't think the looks are the main thing that's going to drive someone to success or failure. I think statistically, people who look better have, get better roles and whatnot because there is some kind of like favorability towards them. And I don't know if that's from like an evolutionary standpoint or wherever, where people who are attractive get a higher preference. But regardless, I think it is really how you raise them and what you teach them when they're growing up to help mold their mind in a positive light and in a constructive way. Because if you have a very beautiful daughter and then you just spoil her all her life, 100%, that is going to backfire on you terribly. But if you teach them that you don't get everything you want, you got to work hard for stuff, teach them to have the right mindset regarding things and to keep trying and to work towards goals and stuff, I think that would end up a lot better than just giving them everything they want, on a silver platter.
And be in relationships. I just want her to only start dating when she's married. Same thing for my son. I ain't about no double standards. I want my son to be ugly too, cause if he's good looking, he's gonna be a fuck boy. That's right, I'm assuming the worst out of my children if they become good looking. How dare they look better than me? I mean, it's for their future. My son would be hooking up with every girl at school if he was good looking. And if he turned out to be bisexual, psh, that just doubles up the people he's smashing. And if he's smashing all these people, he's definitely gonna have 15 baby mamas like Nick Cannon. Also, he's gonna carry all these nasty diseases like Young Boy or Magic Johnson. I don't want my son to be like that at all. And to make sure that doesn't happen, I'ma finally buy him a toothbrush.
What?
When he's 15 years old.
We gotta let some of those bad boys fall out first.
No girl is gonna want a boy that is British. It's best if my son is ugly. It's best for his education. Shoo, if he's ugly, it's gonna be like a father-like-son bonding time. I'm gonna be talking to my British-looking son like, hey son, don't worry about your looks. It's all about what you know up here. As a youngling, your old pops didn't get no bitches either. And it didn't get much better. But hey, look at me now. I run a Discord server. Over 11,000 members. Your pops has some Discord nitro too. Son, your dad might not have
I finally leveled up in this world, my boy. I have finally leveled up.
any bitches, but he has kittens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My children are gonna send me to a retirement home. And that's all I really gotta say. I hope my children are ugly so they could be the next Albert Einstein. And if you hope your children are pretty, you want to raise a thought, because good looks are temporary. Ugliness is forever.
Quasi friggin' Moto. I have not seen this movie since I was like 10.
And it breeds success. So, in conclusion, eat your broccoli. Bye.
This is actually freaking hilarious. I love DeGenerosity's videos. They're so silly. And I don't necessarily think I would agree with the idea of wanting your kids to be ugly. I think it's just how you raise them is what matters. Because if you're giving your kid everything and they're, you know, your little princess or your little king or whatever, and you give them everything they want and they become spoiled, I think that is how you wreck them. I think that is how you destroy their future. Teaching them values and how to work hard and to aim for goals and how to, you know, the mindset, to have the right mindset towards things. I think that is so much more valuable than just hoping that they're ugly. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. Go subscribe to Generosity. If you're new, subscribe as well. And with that being said, I think I'd rate instead of a 10. I know I really liked it, like an 8.2. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.